Bill O'Reilly here, Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. President Trump raising money in California. New York City officials allowing students to skip class to protest climate change. School administrators move to ban a popular item from lunch menus. A new study showing average millennials drowning in debt. The U.S. military weighs in on a series of U.F.O. videos. Also coming up, my message of the day, smearing political opponents. But first, President Trump touring California, stopping at a series of fundraisers in San Francisco, San Diego, and Los Angeles. Brawls erupted outside one event in Beverly Hills, with protesters burning the American flag. New York City officials allowing more than 1 million students to walk out of class in the name of climate change. The biggest school district in the nation says it will excuse absences for anyone participating in Friday's climate strike. Younger students can only leave if accompanied by a parent, but obviously the action is blatantly political. While permitting the students to strike, New York's Department of Ed may soon ban a popular item from lunch menus, chocolate milk. Administrators confirming the entire district may soon eliminate the popular breakfast beverage, citing high sugar content. A new study says the average millennial citizen in America has nearly $30,000 in debt. The biggest factor for young adults, college tuition. The number of households with student debt has doubled between 1998 and 2016. The median income for millennials right now is about $70,000 a year, meaning interest payments can take up to 10% of their budget. The U.S. military commenting on a series of videos showing unidentified flying objects over the East Coast. The Navy confirming the footage taken from a cockpit of a military aircraft, and the Navy says it's authentic. The Deputy Chief of Naval Operations believes the images depict, quote, unidentified aerial phenomena, but the military has not defined the situation further. There is no truth to the rumor that Congress immediately passed a U.F.O. tax. In a moment, smearing political opponents. Why is this allowed? Right back. The Amazon Capital One data breach just hit. 106 million of us just had our names, home addresses, banking information exposed. Forget credit card theft. Your far greater risk is home title fraud. Title fraud is rampant because identity thieves figured out the title and mortgage to our homes are kept online. Their big payday comes by forging your name off your home's title. So it appears they own your home. Then they borrow all your equity till it's gone. Forget your insurance, bank, or identity theft program. They don't touch this. Home Title Lock does. And they do it by locking down your home's online title and mortgage. The first 60 days after crimes like the Amazon server Capital One breach are crucial. So I got you 60 risk-free days of Home Title Lock protection. Claim your 60 risk-free days at HomeTitleLock.com and enter your home address to see if you're already a victim. That's HomeTitleLock.com, HomeTitleLock.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, smearing political opponents. It is becoming clear that the nation's press no longer has any standards. A few days ago, the New York Times ran a story, again smearing Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. The story turned out to be bogus, and the newspaper had to disown it. Very embarrassing. But the damage to Judge Kavanaugh and his family was done. MSNBC, owned by the powerful Comcast Corporation, devoted 166 minutes to promoting the smear on Kavanaugh. Then, when the story was debunked, MSNBC spent 6 minutes correcting itself. 6 minutes. CNN, another uber-liberal operation run by the AT&T Corporation, gave the smear 67 minutes of airtime and then spent just 3 minutes correcting the record. Obviously, this is outrageous, but nothing will be done to the New York Times, MSNBC, or CNN. Now, when I was in journalism school at Boston University, we were taught to find the truth about any news assignment we were given. It was pretty simple. Go out, gather the facts, find the truth. That basic tenet of journalism, long gone. Now, most national news operations are run by ideological people who order reporters to get dirt on political opponents. It works both ways, but because the press is dominated by liberals, most of the smears are directed at conservative individuals. There's also the newsroom culture in New York City and Washington, D.C. Imagine, if you will, a New York Times employee coming into the newsroom in the morning, dressed casually, with a Make America Great Again cap on his or her head. That person's career would be over. The culture in the national newsrooms is not a freedom situation. Opposing points of view are not respected. If you go against the orthodoxy of your news operation, you will not work there. Trust me, I have been in the journalism business for 45 years. Now, under the First Amendment, nothing can be done about this. The government cannot intrude on the press. Individuals can sue, but if you are famous, like Brett Kavanaugh, the level of proof you have to provide in damages and malice is extraordinarily high. Very few lawsuits are successful when famous people file. Sarah Palin is currently suing the New York Times for libel. All in all, the press is irresponsible. In America, smears are everywhere. That is the message. On Tuesday, September 4th, my new book, The United States of Trump, will be released. It's a history book, and I think you'll like it. You can check it out on BillO'Reilly.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and if you sign up for premium membership on BillO'Reilly.com, you'll get it free. Coming next, something you might not know. Americans all over the country are voting with their feet, fleeing high-tax states like California and New York for states with lower tax burdens, including Texas and Florida. If you are thinking of voting with your feet, you need to check out realestateagentsitrust.com. At realestateagentsitrust.com, you can find a great agent in your hometown who will help you sell your home quickly and for top dollar. And wherever you're looking to move, you have great agents there too. They'll work on your behalf to find you a great new home and be your advocate so you can buy without the stress, worry, and travel of buying remotely. All agents have been heavily vetted for their past performance and, like you, are fans of this program. They are also waiting to welcome you into their communities and help you find your dream home. So get moving with realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. If you've been to the movies or turned on a TV set in the last 20 years, you're aware that superheroes are big business. A film like Avengers Endgame has grossed nearly $3 billion worldwide at the box office, the highest of all time. Television, toys, conventions, Americans love their heroes. The renewed popularity of fictional crime fighters has spiked comic book sales, with prices on certain rare comics rising faster than a speeding bullet. Check out your closets and attics. Comic books can be worth big money. From the Golden Age, Captain America Comics #1. Cap's first appearance fetching more than $340,000 at auction. Cover shows Captain America fighting Adolf Hitler 9 months before the U.S. entered World War II. Robert Downey Jr. is grateful for this next one, Tales of Suspense number 39, the debut of Iron Man. It's worth $375,000 on the market. Mr. Downey portrayed the iconic role 9 times in 10 years in the movies. Blink and you'll miss it, Flash Comics number 1, selling for $450,000 at auction. The 1940 success of Flash largely financed one of the largest entertainment companies in the USA, DC Comics. Amazing Fantasy number 15, next on the list, a fairly unremarkable series of comics, but featuring the introduction of one of America's most famous superheroes, Spider-Man's first appearance. That comic book will cost you $1 million. Finally, Superman, the Man of Steel, first introduced in 1938's Action Comics series. The price tag, $3 million. And here's something you might not know. During World War II, the U.S. War Department had to censor Superman comics, banning the mention of atomic weapons, the American invasion of Europe, and more. With the Manhattan Project underway, the government felt uncomfortable having this type of language in circulation, even in a comic book. So, comics, look them over. You never know when one might make you wealthy. Back after this. The American economy continues to grow, but that doesn't mean it's time to get complacent with your finances. Be proactive. Pay off high-interest debt. Take advantage of the market's low mortgage rates right now. Takes just a 10-minute call to American Financing. Their salary-based mortgage consultants can customize a loan to meet your financial goals. Whether it's getting out of credit card debt, shortening your mortgage term, or simply lowering your rate. Remember, markets are forward-looking, so many believe that mortgage rates have already fallen to fresh lows in anticipation of the September Fed meeting. So don't put this off any longer. Take advantage of a free mortgage review and see if you can save up to $1,000 a month or maybe even more. There's no pressure, no upfront fees when you call my friends at American Financing. 888-462-9557 is the number. 888-462-9557 or online at AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.